Hey guys, what's going on? So today we are taking a look at the new patch notes that they have pretty much just released. Looks like about an hour ago. They posted on their Facebook page. Quite a few things going on here. First of all, more new Astromons, a new Nat 5 Balrona, a new 4-star Thor, and new 2 and 3 stars Pinolo. It's kind of weird for them to introduce a new 2 and 3 star without a new map. I think I've only seen that when they did release a new map. Heroes Festival apparently is coming. The new Nat 5 Balrona will be the Hero Festival Astromon, I guess. Can be obtained from Heroes Festival. The Rebirth Festival unit will be Thor, the new Nat 4. And if you missed one of my last videos where I was talking about that, with the Rebirth Festival, what you do is you take 3 Nat 4s and you get a Thor, I guess in this case. You'll get a Thor for 3 other Nat 4s. So yeah, if you have some Nat 4s that you're not too interested in raising, or you just don't like in general, you can feed them into the Rebirth Festival machine and get Thor as your new Nat 4. Of course, depending on his skills, how good he is, I'm not sure if they're going to have all elements, at least fire, water, and wood, I can imagine. So if even one of those are like really, really good, then of course I think it's worth going for if you have Nat 4s you don't like. Because of course you will need at the very minimum 4 Thors plus 12 Gleams to get him to Evo 3. So if you randomly have 12 Nat 4s you're not interested in, that's a good opportunity to get a new, maybe good Nat 4. And it looks like that will actually be starting pretty much right after maintenance. It says from the 31st to the 2nd of April, so it'll be very soon. Also with that comes the rate up chance of natural 5 stars for fire, water, and wood, I guess every Nat 5 because of the Heroes Festival event. And it also looks like here, if you get a Nat 5, you also get a Heroic Secret Egg, but only once per account. So if you have some Astro Gems saved up, it might be a good idea to try summoning a bit. There's going to be a lot of disappointed, salty players, I can imagine, during these 3 days. But hey, that's how it goes. Yeah, like I said, it's only one time per account, so maybe summon until you get a Nat 5 and then hold off on the rest of your Astro Gems. I have almost 5k now saved up. Been using some for energy. I had over 5k at one point, but then, you know, the stupid bond stuff is ending today, so I had to try and get the last ones I needed. Okay, I got it. The Pinolo dude is going to be a new capture event already. Yay! But apparently it's a Nat 2 and 3, so it shouldn't be too stressful, I think. Maybe it's not even that good of an Astromon, and there's going to be like a limited number you can get if all those changes I was talking about in one of my earlier videos is coming into like fruition now. Then it should be, this will be a much more relaxed, easier event, and hopefully all in future will be like that too. I can't stress enough how much I never want to do this Venus event again. And apparently it's only going to be lasting 2 weeks anyway, from the 30th to the 13th of April. And I guess his 3-star form will be fusible, because the fusion event will be added. They've made separate posts about all this stuff, so I guess we'll dive more into detail when we are there. Also, one really interesting thing about this update is that they're changing most of the rewards for Tower of Chaos. For the 5th floor, we're getting 20 energy instead of a fire fruit. Good. No one really likes fruit, I think. Instead of the 10th floor and 50 energy, we're getting 100k gold. I think I like that maybe a little bit more. 15th floor, instead of fruit, we get 20 energy. Okay, sure. Everything's better than fruit. 20th floor is, okay, changing from 100k gold to fruit. No, please don't do that, but okay, I guess we get 100k gold instead of 50 energy down there, so whatever. 25th floor, instead of fruit, we get another 20 energy. On the 30th floor, instead of a high secret egg, we get 100 Astro Gems. I think that's also much better. On the 35th floor, instead of another fruit, we get 20 more energy. 40th floor, instead of 100 Astro Gems, we get 3 high secret eggs, which again, I think is better. Because when you think about 60 Astro Gems equals 1 summon, then 3 summons is more than 100 Astro Gems. That is if the high secret eggs have the same chance as summoning Nat 4s and 5s as a summon, which I kind of don't think so. I always seem to have much better luck with 4 stars in 10+1s than the eggs you get in golems. I don't know if that's just my luck or whatever. 45th floor, instead of a light fruit, we get 20 energy. 50th floor, instead of a holy gleam, we get a holy gleam, so that doesn't change, thankfully. 55th floor, instead of a fire fruit, we get 20 energy. 60th floor, 100 energy. Is 10, okay, so this is a little bit interesting. 10 dragon sigils instead of 100 energy on the 60th floor. Personally, I think I like that. 100 energy is kind of nice, but 10 dragon sigils, I am not running extreme like at all anymore, so that's a nice little chunk of sigils, and probably worth more than 100 energy depending. I mean, they are pretty rare even if you're running extreme a lot. 65th floor, instead of a fruit, we get 20 energy. So all the fruits just turning into 20 energy, which is better than fruit in my opinion. And the 70th floor, instead of a light dark egg, we get 300 Astro Gems, which I think is also way better. Most of my light dark eggs are those useless Cosmos or whatever, so 300 Astro Gems, definitely much better. And this will entice more people to go past floor 50 where the Holy Gleam is and maybe try and get that 300 Astro Gems. Of course, the Truffle and Bon event is ending. There's all the details there. I don't need to go into so much detail. So if you have like 3 Evo 2s, Bons or Truffles or whatever, try and get that last Venus if you need it. If not, then you can use them for Rebirth, whatever. And yeah, that's basically it for the basic overview. We're going to go more into detail about the different things depending on what they post down here. Okay, so about the Pinolo event, apparently it's sort of a call to Pinocchio. It was Pinocchio, right? The guy whose nose will grow long when he's lying, because that's what they say here. The mischievous Pinolo whose nose will become long when lying. They're running out of ideas. So apparently you can capture the light Pinolo, the 2-star for these 2 weeks. It'll be like every other event Astromon, he'll appear everywhere. The 2-star, I guess, should be easy to capture being a natural 2-star, and also should be a lot easier to find as well. Okay, never mind. The encounter rate will be similar to rare Astromons, so the same capture rate, I guess, as the Bons and Truffles. And apparently the dark Pinolo will appear at the next capture event. Okay, well, this is something interesting about the event details. It says, limited fusion recipe. So I knew about this, but it's actually only going to be limited to 1 time. So you get 1 Evo 1, 1 Evo 2, and another Evo 2. So it seems like you can get 2 Evo 2 light ones, and I guess you can make a wood with a Shella. What the hell is a Shella? And a Raven. Maybe these are those new ones in the new story maps. I'm not too sure, but I guess I can see how this will work. So the Evo 2s will make it a little bit faster. And then you can get 1 wood, so it means no one will have more than 1 Evo 3 wood, because you can farm the rest of the light ones in story mode and just fuse them all into the wood one, I guess. And then the light Evo 2s will make it a bit quicker. So at first I thought this was like, okay, we're never going to be able to get any Evo 3s, but then it kind of slipped my mind that we can farm basically as many as we want to in story mode. So shouldn't be any issue actually, and I think that's pretty cool to limit the amount. I honestly don't think a Nat 3 is going to be that amazing regardless, but who knows? I guess we'll have to see. I'm just used to Nat 4s being the ultimate goal in these capture events, so who knows? Maybe it'll still be good. We'll see. But yeah, I guess that's about it for this update coming, I guess, tomorrow morning for me. So I'm trying to get the rest of the Bons and Truffles I need to get my last Venus, actually on both accounts. Just my second Venus on my alt, I guess. Just going to get 1 to Evo 2, so I only have to use 2 Gleams instead of 3. And on my main, basically just trying to get another one to reduce the amount of Gleams I need. Probably wouldn't have really gone for it if I didn't already Evo 2 some Bons and Truffles, and I'm like, no, it's kind of a waste, because if I use them for Rebirth, it's like using 4 units in 1 for Rebirth, and that's, like I said, a waste. So just trying to go for them like that. I guess I'm kind of looking forward to the new capture event. Not really. I was kind of hoping we'd have a little bit of a break, but apparently that's starting like basically the next day after the update, or maybe with the update, I'm not sure. But since apparently we can only get 1 Evo 3 wood anyway, it might not be that bad. And if I am understanding it right, we can get 2 Evo 2 lights from other fusions, the Miho Wood and the Miho Light. That's kind of weird. Okay, no, I think I completely read this wrong. The Wood Pinolo plus Shella, whatever that is, I'm not sure. It's an Evo 2 of something. I usually know only the Evo 1 name, so if someone knows, drop that down in the comments below what the hell that is. Would equal a Raven. Is that the wood bird thing? Why? I think that's like the... Isn't that the bird thing you get in the thing? In like the beginning of the game? And I guess the only way to actually get a wood Pinolo, because I think you can only capture light, is by fusing a wood monkey key, which I guess will be the next Rebirth unit, and Nochi, which I think is the Evo 2 version of this new Pinocchio Astromon. And I guess you can also get a light Miho by fusing the Evo 2 light Pinocchio and a wood Miho. So really weird. That last one is really weird because, like, Miho Light, a light Miho is so random. But okay. And then after that, there will be the Dark Pinolo, so it's a little bit confusing right now, but I guess once it's actually in the game, it'll be easy to understand. My main problem is not knowing exactly what this Shella thing is. Is it the Shelly? No, it just sounds similar. Well, I see the Evo 2 Arc. So this blue turtle thing, its Evo 2 name is Shellon. So maybe it's that, maybe it's a typo. I'm gonna keep looking through the Evo 2 waters. Also, the Raven isn't the Evo 2 Birdie. I'm seeing that now. It's actually Galewing is the Evo 2 Birdie. And I'm also not seeing Shella or Raven anywhere. So it must be the Evo 2 versions of the new Astromons that are coming, I guess. No, wait, that can't be. There are no other natural 2 or 3-star Astromons that are coming besides this Pinocchio dude. I'm so confused. What the hell is Shella and Raven? Well, who knows? Maybe it is a typo and maybe the Raven is actually the Galewing. We'll see once it's in the game anyway. I guess it's not too important right now to know for sure. But yeah, guess that'll have to do it for today's video. Tell me what you guys think about this update coming in the comments below. I'm quite excited to see what Thor is doing because that is definitely unobtainable Nat 4. I'm sure I have at least a few Nat 4s I wouldn't mind parting with. Some like Wild Fangs, for example. Since I already have the Evo 3 Fire one, I don't see myself really raising a Wood or a Water. So I can probably, I have a lot of Soul Stones also. I can start summoning some Nat 4s. I have 16 of these Light Toads. They're still in Soulstone form. I have 808 Soulstones, so that would be actually, I think, what, 4 already of the new Nat 4. So if he's really good, I'm going to spin my Toads on him. That's the type of currency that I'm working with here. Toad Souls. But yeah, also make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy. I would really appreciate it. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.